welcome to the Phreak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me for vlog number 1. I'm going to do a lot of hand gestures and stuff, so just bear with it. This one's going to be a little less directed. It's going to be kind of a little all over the place than hopefully the future ones are going to be. Essentially, this is a reward for hitting a certain stretch goal on Patreon. And I'm going to be trying to do this every 2 weeks, and sometimes I'll do some semi-occasional updates through vlogs and such. It's just another way to kind of just directly tell you guys what's going on, as opposed to saying it various times throughout various series, and I can focus a bit more on games and stuff going on in that, as opposed to things going on in real life. So, I'm going to keep this relatively short because I'm about to install this, which there's not much to install. I just have to plug it in, do some software updates and everything else. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to install this bad boy, bam, Sound Blaster, my new sound card, into the PC, and hopefully it fixes all the little problems I'm having. The webcam might even be out of sync with the audio in the video. I don't know. I've been having problems with streaming and stuff because of that. I'm hoping this fixes it. I did not get a chance to get my hands on a copy of Windows 10 to do the update. That was a plan for this week. I've been on semi-vacation and such, and I just want to kind of touch on things that have been happening, why content's been a bit lighter, and my experience over the last roughly 2 weeks, we'll say. So, first off, I want to say a big thank you to all you guys that subscribe to me, and hopefully you'll like this venue for me to kind of, I don't necessarily want to say vent, but explain things that are going on with my life and just different stuff, as opposed to me, like I said, mentioning it throughout various or many series throughout my Let's Plays and whatnot. So I want to thank everybody. We're getting close to the 10K mark. It's slowed down a bit, but that's understandable. My content has slowed down a bit. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there, 10K. That's been a big goal for a very long time, and I'm pretty excited that we're getting close. So yeah! And again, don't mind the hand gestures. It's just a thing that I do. Okay, so I took time off work. My wife and I were going to go away a few times throughout this time that I was off work. I was going to be doing the stuff that I'm doing for my computer, the updates and everything else. And I've done some other things with the computer, so it's not like I haven't done any of that yet. But we were also, and I was also going to watch a lot of the International 7, which is the big Dota 2 tournament that just finished. So, so where to begin? We went away on, I want to say it was Saturday, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly what day it was. But we were going to go away for a day trip. We were going to go to another town a couple hours away and just kind of hang out there, walk around, just see different stuff. Just get away, spend some time together, which we did do. And we went, we took back roads, you know, just taking our time, driving. It was nice. It was good. We were just chilling, listening to music some of the time, talking most of the time. And then we walked around. We went into a couple different shops. We got a few small things. We were just enjoying the day together. Then we were going to head back home. And then we were going to go to a movie, and then we were going to go to dinner. That was the plan. So on our way back, we're like, all right, well, we'll take the highway to get back. It'll be fine. So we're driving along, and there's a red car that's just, it's to our left, and it's just slightly in front of us. So, like, if we just, like, cut over to the left, we would actually probably clip their bumper. Maybe. No, we would have fit right behind them. It was close. It looked like that from my angle, but that's impossible with what happened. So we're driving along, and all of a sudden, I see brown and white. A deer leapt at the car that was to the left of us, which they thought it was going to hit them. They actually pulled over and came back and, you know, were talking to us. A deer literally leapt from, like, at that red car, missed the red car, flew in right in front of our car. In midair, we hit the deer, and the deer hit us, and it bounced off, ripped off our mirror, dented our hood, and just kind of screwed our car up pretty badly. My wife was freaked out. She was driving. She was all shaky and everything else. It was bad. It was really bad. We weren't hurt. Everything's fine with us. Like, literally, there was almost no impact. The airbags didn't deploy. It just really messed up our car. We were driving a 2007 VW Jetta. It's got a whole bunch of mileage and everything else. And according to insurance, which we've had to deal with over the course of this whole, like, week and a half here, it's not worth fixing because the repairs would cost about what the car's worth, a little bit less than the car's worth. And they say if it's like 80% what the car's worth, it's not worth fixing. So we're looking at getting a replacement car, which isn't great because, you know, money. And we weren't prepared for this extra expense. It's okay. So like I said, we've been talking with insurance, everything else. For the rest of that day, so we got, you know, the deer, the collision, all that was around 3:30 in the afternoon. So we pulled over. The deer thankfully was dead, so there was nothing You know, there's nothing that anyone could have done. Like, if I was driving or anyone was driving, like, there was no warning. It wasn't like the deer ran out in front of the street and stopped and we hit it. It literally flew. It almost looked like somebody threw it out of the other car and it just hit us. It was just a freak, weird accident. Just anyway, it was horrible. It was bad. I, for whatever reason, was completely calm and fine with it. My wife was like hyperventilating, freaked out. She's okay though. She's okay. Obviously, our sleep hasn't been super great since that experience. So 3:30, the police got there within about a half hour. We called, 911. They connected us to the police. We didn't leave until almost 5. That's the time our AAA or CAA, as it were, because we're in Canada. They finally got a tow truck to come get us. They got the car up on the bed, and then they took us to our town, which was, a good hour and a half away. So basically, we got home around almost 8 o'clock. So, yeah, it pretty much ruined our night and our plans for our day. We were also planning on going across the border, getting some stuff through that. It just wasn't good. It wasn't a good time. It ruined a lot of our other plans that we were going to have throughout the week. What can you do? Stuff happens, right? So we've been looking at various different cars, different makes, models, things, used cars. My wife's considering getting a new car, which I don't think we can afford, but at the same time, we do have some money saved from when we sold my car. I sold my my baby that I got in 2006. We sold that when we went to Florida the last time, and we still have the money for that because we were thinking about maybe getting another car, a used car for me to drive around since I don't have one now. So we have money from that. We'll have money from the insurance, which is a pretty big chunk for a down payment. It's going to be about $10,000, I think, roughly around there, that we'll be able to actually put toward a car. So we're thinking, do we want to get a used car? Do we want to get a nicer used car? Do we want to get an almost new car, which is what we're leaning toward right now? Again, we don't have any idea. And again, a car payment, we can afford it, but it's still going to be kind of meh. It sucks. It sucks. That's the bottom line. So that's what's been going on this last week and a half or so. My content's been a bit lighter. I'm having to deal with a whole bunch of extra stuff. I have watched a lot of the TI7 main stage, even the round robin area or group stage, as it were. Games. It was really cool. I enjoyed a lot of it. I did a lot of predictions and stuff in my compendium and all that stuff. So I did have fun with that. I did some cleaning up around the house, the room. Did some work in the yard. I mean, I've been doing things, and it's, as you guys can imagine, has pretty much killed content coming into the channel. So for the foreseeable future, that shouldn't be a problem, to my knowledge. In fact, this next week it should ramp back up, probably not to the full extent it was before I had the other job, but you should get quite a bit more content. I'm going to hope and tentatively say 3 a day or more. That's like, in case it's a bad day or what have you, it might be 3, but it should be more. I've been trying to get in touch with and communicate and like collaborate with my boy, Colonel RPG, on something that we're trying to do. He's been busy this whole week. I had time to do this thing that we've been trying to do, and we did it like 2 days, and then he's been just kind of blowing me off for the rest of it. Which sucks, but I understand, he's got work, he's got all the stuff that he's got to do. Like, I get it. It just sucks because this is the time that I had that was free. So I'm not sure where we're going to go with that, if it's going to be a thing. We'll try to continue, but I don't know, our schedules just might not add up or work out or mesh or whatever. We'll see. Again, it's easier to get 2 people together than it is to get 4 people together, like a lot of our other stuff. Like this week I had to cancel Sunday and probably Monday, because I'll be working on Monday, and on Sunday, one of our 4 people was going to be busy doing other stuff, and I actually went out with my wife tonight. We have a rental car and all that stuff, but we have decisions to make on the car thing soon. So I'll give you guys an update with that as it comes and we decide what we're finally doing. Okay, so that's pretty much what's been happening, dealing with insurance, the whole deer situation, the car, trying to get a new car. TI7, it's just been a lot of just crazy, chaotic stuff that's out of the ordinary. And like I said, I'm about to go and put my sound card and my new soundboard, connect it all to the computer, and hope that everything works, which I don't know that it will, so that might delay things more. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys an update on the vlogs. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I had some time before, and it just never got done. So I'm going to try to continue to do this religiously, as it were. you know, every 2 weeks, give you guys an update on what's going on. I'll talk about random stuff, maybe book series that I'm reading, games that I'm looking forward to, games that I like, stuff that I'm playing that I'm really enjoying. I don't know, and maybe if you guys want to send me questions or something, you guys can do that. Just hit me up on Twitter. It's just at Bumpy McSquigums. You guys can ask questions. I'll write them all down. If I don't reply to you instantly, maybe I'll have like a hashtag something. I'll come up with something, guys and gals. But yeah, you guys can ask that, and we'll just do like a Q&A part, maybe like one question a week, just different questions that people ask, and yeah, we'll just do something like that. So I guess it'll be 2 questions since it's going to be bi-weekly. And then again, I'll have other random updates, like if I'm not going to be able to make it to something, or I'm going to have to go away, or whatever the case is, I'll let you guys know what's going on. As things progress, as we get bigger and we make a bit more money, we have more people that are supporting us on Patreon, we can start upgrading different things. I can get a better monitor as my secondary monitor. I want to get a video capture device that you can use to capture like PS3, PS4, because that's also a goal. I would like to expand what I cover into the realm of the PS4. So that would be a pretty cool thing to be able to do. So there's a lot of stuff that I would love to update. I love to upgrade. Green screen would be nice. Right now this is just kind of padding for sound bouncing and everything else, get the echo down a bit. So like I said, there's always going to be things that I need to update, upgrade, and of course making money to survive on. So it is what it is. Now I'm bound to edit some of these things because I'm sure there's going to be stuff that I was like, I don't need to say that, or whatever the case is. So I have no idea how this is going to go. I don't really edit videos like this necessarily. It's like gameplay videos where you fade to black and come back in. This is just probably going to be flat editing, so I have no idea what it's going to look like. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, this is a little bit more real, face-to-face, you and me. Just talk about different things that are going on. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and you look forward to the next one. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Definitely follow me on Twitter, like I said, at Bumpy McSquigums. Enjoy the stuff on YouTube, guys and gals. I know, like I said, I've been pretty light. I have a lot of stuff to make up for and catch up on. So hopefully that all goes well this next week, and I catch up, I ramp things back up, and we're looking good again. We have decided on a new Triple P series. I want to let you guys know that. The Patreon Patrons Pick series has been decided that we're going to be playing Fallen Enchantress as the replacement for Disciples 3. We'll eventually come back to Disciples 3, but once we finish the human campaign, that's when I'm going to start Fallen Enchantress. I may start it up a little early and run both, because I don't know how much longer Disciples 3 is going to run before I finish the human campaign. So, again, we'll see. We'll see. And there's a bunch of new stuff coming, and I don't know. We'll just see how it goes, and we'll play it by ear from this point forward. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Give me a like. If you want to, you can follow me on Twitter, as I had mentioned before. It is at Bumpy McSquigums. You can even just tweet at me at Bumpy McSquigums. Let me know what you guys thought there. And go ahead and start posing questions that you want answered. Hopefully you'll keep it relatively clean, and I will be able to answer it relatively clean. That's the goal anyway. And I have the right to ignore all questions. And essentially I'm just going to try to answer 2 questions per week if you guys have that each time I do a vlog update. So I'll put in your Twitter handle unless you specifically don't want me to, and what you asked, and then I will answer the questions. And yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. This is kind of what the vlog is going to be like to a degree. Maybe I'll have some extra graphics I'll throw up on the screen every once in a while. I don't mean vomit on the screen, but some extra graphics I'll throw up there, pictures or what have you. And yeah, it's just stuff. It's just me and you time, guys and gals. It's just you and me. We're talking. I'm kind of communicating what's going on with me. And again, there'll be a bit more direction in the future, but right now there was just a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to say, and I was tired of not starting. Like, I had like a whole bullet point list of things I wanted to go through and all this other stuff originally, and now I've decided, all right, there's like 5 things I want to talk about, and I just made a ridiculously long video talking about it. So there you go, guys and gals. Anyway, until the very next vlog, which should be in roughly 2 weeks, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the Phreak Show, and I will see you later.